should be chasing after the sun. We would be amazing together as one. Oh, there's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. I know what you're facing, I know what you fear. But soon you'll be ready, your mind will be clear. There's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. The love in our hearts is causing these flames. The will in our minds will keep them forever. Just believe in the fire between us. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us.
We've had this conversation and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? got sunshine, I've got you now. When we're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now, and you're stuck in my mind. When we're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh. I've got sunshine, I've got you now. When we're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now, and you're stuck in my mind. When we're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh.
What's up, y'all? Sean here. Hope you're having a good night. Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I messed that up, but y'all realize I'm Sean. How are y'all doing tonight? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what Bob just said. Help Sean and Ev1 in chat. I'm not sure what that means. Is that everyone? Bob's got some weird Kentucky slang going on there. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good night. This week has been kind of weird for me. This is the first week that I have to be in the office 3 days a week. And I know some of you guys are like, I go to the office every day. Boo-hoo. But trying to get I've been in this room since COVID. So I guess March of 2020, I've been in this room. And then, so now I have to brush my teeth and put some pants on and go to the office. But what that means is I don't have as much time as I used to kind of work on my own thing. I would kind of multitask while I was in meetings and stuff like that, but I can't really do that in the office. But I got my first ever pre-release camera sent to me. And I don't know if I can show it to you guys, but it's in this bag. It's a VR 180 camera, and it's supposed to come out next month. So I've been testing it, but the struggle has been real. Because they sent me the camera, and I don't want to just crap on the camera. But I just don't think it's ready. And maybe it's not ready because it's pre-release. But it came to me in Chinese. So it took me a little while to just figure out how to change it to English, because it's one thing if it's like in French or Spanish or something like that. I can kind of figure out what things are. Even German, I can figure out what different words probably mean. But when it comes to Chinese, it's all just a bunch of symbols, and I can't figure that out for anything. So I finally got it switched over to English, and then I keep getting, every time I record a video, it says, you can unlock some really cool things about your camera if you just log in. And I can't log in because all of the error messages are in Chinese. So even though they've changed some of the menu to English, they haven't translated all of the error messages and everything like that. So I'm in software engineering, and I completely understand what corners were cut to get this done. But I know they're probably working their hardest to get it out and get it perfect by the time it comes out. But I don't even know if there is a firmware update. I don't know how to get it. The website is, since it's not released, there's really no documentation anywhere. I'm going to send an email to the lady that sent it to me tonight, but it's kind of rushed. It was like, you have like a week or two to use the camera and then send it to someone else. And I'm like, well, it's not even, I don't know. It's kind of choppy. I'll show you guys the footage tonight. It's already 4K, but hopefully it will change to VR 180 at some point. But I don't know if that's going to happen before the end of the live stream. But so that's going on. Super excited that someone, trusted me to review their camera. I did some good reviews on the original one. And that's kind of why they wanted me to review this one, because I'm one of the few people left that actually understand VR 180 and how it works and how to edit it and all that. But I really feel like with Apple having a VR headset, with Facebook or Meta having a headset, that it's something that is going to happen. Like, I feel like VR 180 is going to come back on the map. I'm hoping. Canon's releasing a camera at some point. So kind of excited about that. What else? So 3D printer is still working. Having some fun with that. Had some adhesion issues, so I feel like my build plate is already a little greasy, so I'm gonna have to wash that off. It was working great without glue or anything like that, so I want to keep it that way, but we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and do roll call because there are some people in the house. So Eat More Possum was first, Mr. Four Props Possum. Mario Napa was second, joining us from the Anchorage Airport. Hope you're having a good night. If you're joining us from the airport, are you just kind of sitting there waiting for the plane to show up? Are you on a layover? Six Prop Steve is third. I was fourth. So I put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to join me tonight as a guest, you're welcome to. Simple rules, just respect me, I'll respect you, and don't offend anybody in the audience, and we'll be good. Here's Steve telling me what to do. Show some videos tonight. Captain Joe's in the house. What's up, Joe? Hope you're having a good night. Joe America. East Coast Thrills is in the house. What's up, Dusty? Hope you're having a good night. Who else we got? Eat more possum, singing along to my song. I like it. All right, Steve. I don't know what that emoji is. I feel like he's got hit on the head. I'm not sure. Bob Casey's in the house. Help Sean and everyone in chat. I think he was just saying hello to me and everybody. Joe said there's thunderstorms there. It's been raining off and on here. It's one of those weird days where it's raining and the sun's out. So, like, all the pavement, all the blacktop will be like hot, like 90 degrees, and then it'll rain, and then you'll just see steam like coming off the parking lot. It's one of those kind of days. Who else we got? Mario. Oh, I already saw Mario. But his suggestion for the Chinese on the camera is to photograph it and use Google Translate it. That's a good idea. It's one of those error messages that pops up for like 2 seconds. And so, I don't know. Maybe I'll like take a video and then get a screenshot of it or something. So, yeah, I'm planning on showing the footage from the camera tonight. I need to ask them if I'm allowed to go ahead and release a review, or because they didn't send me a non-disclosure agreement or anything like that. They were just like, hey, could you review this? I was like, okay. So, but I also get frustrated with YouTube videos that I see when someone releases like a pre-release camera that might come out soon, and then the camera never comes out. So I'm hoping it comes out. It's kind of buggy right now, a little bit. I'm tired tonight, y'all. It's been a long day. So Mario said he's waiting for 6 more hours in the airport. Dang. Eat More Possum said build plate adhesion requires dark rituals. Yes. I want to continue to do this, though. Like, I don't know if you probably can't see this, but these are like my logo, and they're about, I think this one's about 2 millimeters thick. But the build plate that I have on my Bamboo Labs A1 is it's textured. So when you the top of the print is kind of smooth, and the bottom of the print is textured. So if I want like a cool textured logo, that's what prints first. That's the first thing on the build plate. And it's been doing a good job of that. So I want to keep that up, but yeah, I might have to practice the dark arts to get there. Charles Gillespie's in the house. So Charles, hope you're having a good night. Who else we got? Says we got 8 people in here. It's kind of a slow night, so we might show some videos and then be done with it. Let's see if it's. I'm gonna update this real quick. See if the. All right, so it is not changed, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it anyway. And I don't even know if the video is that good or not. Or the audio, I mean. So let's try that. All right. I'm going to put me down here. We're going to go full screen.
Out the CAF, the partnership with CAF and Visense VR 180 camera, and I believe the camera is called a Torsair. I'm having a hard time figuring out which documentation goes with which, but I'm pretty sure this was a Kickstarter project that got bought by CAF, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so just to give you kind of the specs that are on the front of the camera, it's got a Visense lens with an f-stop at 2.0, and then a focal length of 2 to 1 or 2.1, not sure. They're 26 millimeter fisheye 180 lenses, so very close to the lenses that I had in the past. I believe these lenses are closer to the lenses that are on the Insta360 X4. So from what I could gather, this camera will output 8K VR 180 footage. So that's probably 4K per eye, is what I'm guessing. But yeah, I don't have much info on this camera. The camera came to me in Chinese, so it took me maybe an hour and a half to figure out how to change it to English. And from what I understand, you can unlock the features of the camera if you log in, but when you go to log in, all of the error messages are still in Chinese, so I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. So there's really no way to adjust how this camera looks, how this camera acts. So
all right, I'm going to try to put it in 1080p to see if the kind of the jerking is fixed. But if it still jerks there, then the original file is jerky.
The partnership with CAF and Visense VR 180 camera, and I believe the camera is called a Torsair. I'm having a hard time figuring out which documentation goes with which, but I'm pretty sure this was a Kickstarter project that got bought by CAF, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so just to give you kind of the specs that are on the front of the camera, it's got a...
Okay, so I want to go ahead and show you guys. This is my world, y'all. I want you guys to notice that, for one, and I don't know if you guys can see that on here, but on the right eye, actually maybe it's left eye. Yeah, left eye. The sharpness on my beard is a lot sharper than it is over here. And I'm lower here than I am here. So there's a couple little weird inconsistencies that makes it look funny in VR. So anyway, hopefully all that will work itself out. I'm going to send a raw video to CAF and see if they can send me an update. Woo! I'm going to have to drink some coffee, y'all. This is crazy. Lambo's in the house. What's up, Lambo? Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some swigs of coffee. See if we can update. Another thing that I did it last week, but I'm still playing with it, is I designed the skull version of the foxhorn icon. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then I'm planning on making a kind of 3D version of the logo. But I don't know how far that's going to go. I saw a Stanley Cup today that had kind of an 80s look to it, and so I'm gonna make a t-shirt based on that. I'm thinking about doing that tonight. Depends on whether I just go to sleep right after this live stream or not. But yeah, so that's kind of how that goes. Now I was able to upload the video I did yesterday to just my headset. Like I use Google Drive and I'll upload it to Google Drive. Well, we can look that up. We can look at that too if you want to. I don't know how that's going to look though. Yeah. All right. My drive. VR test. Oh, I took all the files out. Never mind. Scratch that. Reverse it. So Mario said he's using a tablet, and if he slightly crosses his eyes, it looks 3D. My son had a 3D Nintendo. I think it was the Nintendo 3DS is what it was called. And it was a Nintendo DS, like a handheld Nintendo that you could move the little thing over and it would make it look 3D. And I was always amazed at how just that technology of holding something, because VR is completely different, because VR controls what the left eye sees and what the right eye sees. So it's super easy to make 3D things happen because you've got a screen on each eye. But to make the Nintendo 3D, like it's a screen and then it literally looked 3D. It was interesting. So yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm having a hard time focusing on things. So things look 3D all the time to me now. But Steve was asking for some videos. So I think we will show some videos. So I'm doing away with the club. We're going to show some things from the club tonight, but I am completely doing away with it just because it costs me money. And I think it's cool, but I don't know. I'm starting to run out of money. So I would rather spend my money on other things. But I'm going to go through here and just kind of see what's new. Here, I'm going to show one from Joe. And I'm not going to put music on them anymore. That has been something that I've had to deal with every week whenever I show people's videos. Just copyright strikes. And then it takes like 3 days for me to get those videos approved again. And I just cut out the audio anyway. So it smells like my kids are burning something downstairs. So I think we're going to play some Mavic 3 action. This is the Mississippi River Bridge in Baton Rouge from Joe America. Enjoy, y'all. So since I'm not playing music, I'm going to commentate. Right off the bat, beautiful building with a green tin roof. I love the red tin roof that I have at the ballpark here, and that green tin roof is just beautiful. So we're flying over the Mississippi River in Louisiana. I'm trying to think if I've been here. My father lived in Baton Rouge for a year, and so I came down to spend some time with him. And we drove down to New Orleans and went to the zoo for Thanksgiving. Did the boardwalk in New Orleans. But I don't really know where I spent time in Baton Rouge. My dad had an apartment, and I really just went to his apartment. We went to the movie theater down the street. we went on some bike rides. What I thought was amazing about Louisiana was how flat it was, and how you could be on we went on like a 10-mile bike ride, and you could literally see the end of the bike ride in the distance. So that's what I thought was pretty amazing. You can tell right here it's pretty flat compared to like my drone videos here in Nashville. Like all of the area in the background, like that horizon is so flat compared, like it almost looks like the ocean. That's amazing because Nashville's so bumpy. Bridge looks pretty awesome. I'm trying to read what that is. It the port? Okay. Oh, so that's like a walkway. Is that riverboat? Is that always there? Is that like a casino, like Porky's? Y'all remember Porky's? That was the first movie I ever saw with a naked person on it. But nice video. Good job, Joe. I want to show another one. This is more with the Mavic 3. Oh, this has got some Avata 2 in it. And I believe I've been in this building. It looks like the capital of Baton Rouge, or like the capital of Louisiana. Man, that's so flat. Yeah, I've been in that building. Okay, I know exactly where you are now. There's also like a battle. Is that it right behind the Capitol? There's like this warship that I remember when I was a kid. Okay, so the boat in the background is the Belle of Baton Rouge. Oh, that's such a beautiful point of interest. Y'all, look at that. That is gorgeous. What I love about this is you can really, really get the building because there's no other buildings around. I've got a video that I haven't edited yet that I took of some hotels down at Disney, and they were just like this. They were like a tall building in the middle of nothing. And then there was, and then there'd be like half a mile down the road, there'd be another tall hotel. So, yeah, doing an orbit right there. Oh, that's gorgeous. I think this one, is that you right there on the top in the white? I see that person keep looking up and looking back down. But that might not be you. Yeah, where are you flying from? Are you from the ground, flying from the ground, or flying from the top of the building? So the observation deck on the 27th floor. So 27 floors. Nice. That's such a cool building too. That kind of reminds me of Ghostbusters. So Joe said he's out by the street on the ground. That's awesome. Did you, Joe, did you have any connection issues when you went around the building? Like when the building was between you and the drone, did you have any connection issues? Uh-oh, we got some Avata 2 action now. Nice. Oh, the little girl's chasing your drone. That's funny. Oh, those flowers are beautiful. Oh, no, those are flags. I thought those were purple flowers at first. Man, was this Memorial Day? Is that what all the flags are for? That's a really cool shot. I didn't even notice the flags when you were in the air. So there's Mason symbols in the design of the park. So like looking down, you can see some symbols. 11,000 flags. I need to put these up here. 11,000 flags, Memorial Week. Good video. I like that. Joe's videos never disappoint. See what else we got. I want to see. So here's something from Dewey with the Mini 2. No audio. Sorry. So what was this? This is Great Sugar Loaf in Ireland, Wicklow, Ireland. Wicklow? Keeping up with the chat. Yep, I'm paying attention tonight. I want to go back and see that and pause it right there. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Well, I couldn't read that in time. Sorry. This is Great Sugar Loaf. It looks like there's sheep down there running, being herded or something. So Brent says, I'll put that up here. We have a hill near my place in Oklahoma called Sugarloaf. Whoa. Look at all those trees that fell down. That's interesting. It's a pretty cool shot. I wish they didn't have to cut those trees down. I wish it was just... Oh. I wonder if he's talking right here. Nope. Forward dive or... I'm not sure what's happening. I kind of like it, though. Oh, nope. Don't like that. Nice. All right. What else do we got? So Dewey had to replace his blades. Here's another one. Uh-oh. This is for all the Valhalla fans. Man. Guinness Lake. So was this, do we know if this was in like the Vikings TV show that was on HBO? Or if this is like actual Valhalla. I don't know. That's beautiful, though. Yeah, I'll imagine. I mean, I know Dewey probably sees this all the time, but imagine if this was just your backyard. Have your morning coffee, Y'all, I would be singing at the top of my lungs, thanking God for this beautiful view. Gosh, that's gorgeous. And like, dude's house is down there. Like, could you imagine if that was your yard? That's beautiful. Oh, I thought he crashed again. Threw me off. I wonder what kind of farm that is, or what kind of thing that's going on down there. That's cool. I wish the minis would not jerk when you turn them side to side when you panned. Mini 2s have an issue panning, or just minis in general. My Mini 4 might be better at that by now, but man, what a gorgeous video. What are those things? Oh, that looks like a crane or something. Maybe they work on boats. Man, that was a gorgeous video. Oh, and I really want to see this one. All right, here's one more from Dewey. This is the Dublin Mountains. Drone above the Hellfire Club. So in the chat, Brent said, trying to figure out where to RV camp for Minefield. I could park in the field at Minefield, but I'd have to rough it without electricity, and you can't sleep in a 110-degree camper. Yeah, I won't have air conditioner either. I'll be sleeping in my car probably. I'm just going to get a big fan. It shouldn't be too bad after the sun goes down. And when is it? Isn't it like, oh, it's like July or something in it. Oh, crap. I might be at camp. I need to find out when the dates are for Minefield. Man, this is beautiful. What all do you need to run in you got an R-Pod, right? What all do you need to run? Just the air conditioner? Yeah, I want to see what's up with this little castle looking thing. That kind of looks like Batman's, like Wayne Manor in the latest Batman. Man, what a cool little, whatever this thing is. I think this was on the thumbnail and it was made out of stone. Gosh, look how gorgeous that is. I would love to fly there. Like, that makes like drone videos so easy when no matter what you point your camera at, it's gorgeous. That's why I like going to film the kids at camp, because they're just happy. There's so much joy in those kids. There's so much youth and so much energy. Like no matter what I point my camera at, it's awesome. And compared to like when I'm pointing at me, like a fat 48-year-old man trying to act like he knows something. Look at the cloud shadows. That's another thing that's awesome about like landscapes that are this big. You get to see like the shadows of the clouds. I love time lapses like from these angles because you can see the clouds like go over the hills and stuff like that. It's beautiful. That was beautiful. I could look at his videos all day of Ireland. I think that's all right. Here's one from Gary. Costco coming to Brantford. So this reminds me of the videos that Stephen Drones used to do when they were building the Amazon over COVID. This is a cool video. Oh, look at those pylons. Gas bars. Steve, are you going to do a video every Sunday like you did before? Or are you going to space them out? Well, look how fast those cars are going. Sports check. I love like construction videos because everything that's blue or red like really pops on the dirt, on the kind of bland dirt, and then the gravel mixed with the mud. I really like that kind of stuff. It's just kind of different than all the other drone videos you used to see of like buildings and yards. I like it. Good job, Gary. I don't know if I saw Gary in here tonight. JC's in the house. What's up, Jay? John, how are you doing? All right. So there's more Costco's. So Steve said he put one Club Foxhorn. Oh, we're making Steve money right now. All right, so this is with the Typhoon H Plus. Oh, John, you got a sprained knee? That doesn't sound good. Need your knees, man. Don't mess up your knees. Look at all that terraforming. Oh, that's it. I feel like I was distracted. I'm going to watch that video again. So we got some solar panels over to the right. I wonder if they're just getting started terraforming, like building their little work areas to like destroy the rock. Yeah, right there we got some flatbeds. We've got some ground pushers. Nice. I feel like we watched that. All right, this is John's secret spot. Listen to John. I fell out of my vet. You're too, John. I don't think nowadays you should be driving a vet. That's a hard car to get in and out of. Well, that's a beautiful spot. That's a pretty shot. I'm trying to figure out how all of them fit in that tiny little nest. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so my wife has a sedan. Not sure what it is. Kia something. And we've got a big house with a small driveway. So every day we've got to move. And like in Smyrna, Tennessee, we're not allowed to park on the street at night. So we've got to every night I have to move my car. Or like we have to put all the cars in the driveway at night. But in order for everybody to have the ability to leave when they want to, we got to put all the cars back out on the street. So we do that every night and every morning. So, and that's the other thing. It's not the HOA; it's the city of Smyrna. Like we have curfews, like a curfew law, which is great being the parent of the teenagers. But we also have, and it's weird. It's like something stupid, like 2 to 5 in the morning. Like that's the only time you're not allowed to park on the street. So it's just like a little technicality or whatever. And I think it would be nicer if nobody parked on the street, because it does get really annoying trying to drive through the neighborhood, especially when people are parked on both sides of the street and you got to like kind of weave in and out of them. That is really annoying. But we have so we sold our house. My mom sold her house, and then we combined kind of our equity to build this, well, not build it, but to come to get into this house. And so my mom drives, I drive, my wife drives, now my son drives, and my daughter is 12, so she will drive in 4 years. And so we have a 5-bedroom house, and it does have a 2-car garage, but a driveway that can park 2 cars on it. Like, we need a huge driveway to meet the needs of this house. It's just weird. I don't get it. Yeah. Man, I'm still thinking about that moonshine that Brad had at the drone meetup. Man, what was it? Like apple pie? Man, that stuff was so good. Mm. I think I'm gonna text him and ask him to make me a jar for the minefield if he goes. All right. Excuse me. All right, so I'm gonna play this from Jackie. I always love her videos. I always get copyright strikes from her, so I'm definitely not playing her audio. So there's Rick and Terry and Harvey and Jackie. And it looks like they're going to ride their bikes in Murcia, Spain. Maybe they're going to ride their bikes. They might just be videoing. Oh, here we go. Nice. Got some Avada action. I love it when they chase each other. I wish I had an Avada friend that I could just fly Avadas with. Ooh, chasing the bikes. Nice. Oh, that's a cool shot. They have all these rundown buildings too. Like, we don't have any of those here. Like, America is probably newer than that building is. You know what I mean? Oh, what a cool cliff. This looks like a Call of Duty map. Like, somewhere where you would have, like, play paintball. Look at that cliff. Like, I'm having a hard time understanding that cliff. It doesn't look like the normal kind of erosion. Beautiful day. That's a good video. I don't remember that guy's name, but he was at the South Florida Drone Meetup. Oh, Brent's selling his X3, if anybody's interested. We'll play this video. Oh, no, this is the website. So I wanted to see when the dates are. Oh, good. It's in August. I don't have anything going on in August. Sweet. For some reason, I thought I was going to miss it because we just started going to, it's the church I grew up in. We just switched church. So my kids are switching camps, and so the dates changed. And for some reason, I was thinking that Minefield was going to be in July, but here's a video on it. I'm going to go ahead and show this.
Minefield 5.0 is happening. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is me from last year. I hope you can make it this year. Hopefully we'll have good weather, but we're always going to have good friends. We will see you here at Minefield 5.0. Hey, I'm in Brownsville, Tennessee at Minefield, announcing Minefield 5.0. This is the 5th year. I just spoke with the mayor. You're about to get a ride in the goggles with one of our FPV drones.
Okay, cool.
We could do a little.
We'll go down low. Whoa!
Through here.
He's going to be here. We're going to put the goggles on him again. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's open to everyone. All kinds of RC, trucks and planes. If it flies or rolls or swims or whatever, it's welcome here. Minefieldmeet.com. Again, August 24th and 25th. That's a Saturday and Sunday in August. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's free. What's that? You want a tour? Well, okay. I'll take you on a tour. Here it is. It's just kind of an overall view of the thing. We got fire towers, water towers, and that right there is a windmill with a cell tower in front of it. He's going to put another section on the top of this. The cranes will be out holding things for you to fly through. Everything is available for you to fly through and have fun. This is a little burn thing here from the 30s, I believe, and that'll be open inside for your tiny whoops. And speaking of tiny whoops, there's a whole mess of tiny whoop obstacle things in here. If I can get through here with this big 5-inch one. Look at this. This is a perfect place for the tiny whoops or somebody brave with a 5-inch quad like me. Oh goodness. Let's go over to the front here. Isn't it beautiful? Look at all that stuff. This is a prop's worst nightmare here. And let's go down here. Whoop. You can fly under the boat. You can fly through this here. Should I do it? Should I do it right now? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I did it. All right. Let's go over to Billy's workshop. See what he's doing. Billy Tripp is the artist. He's been working on this since the 80s. Let's fly in here and see what he's up to. This is where he does a lot of welding and paint stuff. There he is. This is his next thing right here. It's a steeple, and that's going to go behind the windmill. There's his truck. Everything you see here has been transported via this little truck. This is a drive-in movie theater backdrop, and the sun's kind of in my eyes. I hope there's not any little guy wires. Nope. All right, we made it through. That's a grain bin there. It's just a great place. This whole parking lot will be filled with us, and you can eat at this restaurant here. This will be open. They got great food. This is the Minefield Grill, and there is camping over here. This is wide open for camping and fixed wing flying. This whole thing is wide open. Heck, you can even fly over the cemetery if you want to. Car wash, yes, you can fly that as well. Just make sure there's nobody in the car wash while you're doing it. There we go. All right. Minefieldmeet.com. Please take a moment and register. Let me know if you're coming so I can count, see how many people we got gonna arrive. It's all free and it's super fun. We'll see you here in Brownsville, Tennessee in August. Ooh. Well, I hadn't intended on catching it, but I did. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Until next time, bye and bye.
This is what it sounds like to be born. Do you hear it?
Oh my gosh. How
Oh, wow. What'd you think?
Awesome. That's really cool.
How are you gonna get the drone down? I don't know. You can throw it. This was your idea. My idea.
All right, here we go.
Okay, spin it so it lands on its tummy.
Woo. Oh God.
Oh God. Oh. Oh! It looks good.
All right.
There is so much bird poop up here.
Ken, yeah, I'm scared of heights.
Oh, that's right. Well, get down. What are you doing? You're crazy. There's no stairs.
How do you go? You go
What
backwards?
are you doing?
Jeez, Ken.
Were you hoping that I would have fallen just for the content?
I wasn't hoping you would fall, but I was definitely prepared to get a lot of viral views if you did fall.
Woo! What'd you do, Ken?
I tagged the minefield water tower with a Dobo sticker.
So there's a Dobo sticker up there?
It took 3 stickers and 5 tries.
Wow.
Do you want to sing happy birthday?
Well, first we want to start out by saying happy birthday, Ken. When you're seeing this later and you're editing through all your files.
We'll give you something to laugh about, and we really appreciate you doing this. And
Yes.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
And no, I'm not singing.
And for me, f you, Ken.
All right. So that's what Minefield's all about. It doesn't look like there's any electricity in that field. So this is one from John Carroll 2 days ago. He's been practicing with his acro on the Avata 2. This is his favorite ballpark to fly. I've seen a lot of videos of his out at this place. Oh, got a new video with a different color science. I like it. Looks like he went from log color graded to log uncolor graded. John, what software do you use to edit in? Curious. Oh, Filmora. Okay. I'm not too familiar with Filmora. I know with DaVinci and with Final Cut Pro and probably Premiere as well. I know this is how it works in Final Cut Pro, and I've done it in the other ones, but I don't remember exactly what the process is. But in Final Cut Pro, if you make a lot of edits to one video, and then like let's say, you know how like a lot of the drones, they'll start a new file after 4 gigs, so it'll still be the same flight, but which might have been what just happened there. But it's the same flight, but it's chopped up into like three video files or something like that. You can make all of your edits to the first video. And then you can copy that. Like if you copy that video, and then in Final Cut Pro, if you go to the next, if you touch your second clip, then you can just paste effects, and it'll paste all of the things that you did to the first video, and that helps. Or something that you can do is. This is an extra step, but what you can do is if you just take all your clips and put them on a timeline and export it as one video, and then bring that one video in, and all of the color grading that you do will be done to the entire flight, as opposed to, because your computer or Filmora or whatever you use, you can probably edit that entire flight, whereas your camera or your SD card or the file structure on your SD card might not be able to handle files bigger than 4 gig. But Jim's droning showed up. What's up, Jim? Hope you're having a good night. So I want to address. So John said, "Are those of us that were in the old club automatically in this club, or do we need to sign up new?" So John, you're already in the club because you're right there. But for anybody that wants to be in the club, it's on Facebook. And the reason it's on Facebook is because I don't want to deal with all of the spam and the just all the mess that I've had to deal with trying to do my own club. They've got a whole team of people making sure things are safe on Facebook, and people still get hacked and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, it's a lot safer than what I've been doing. So yeah. So that's where the club is going to be. It's going to be on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, you just need to look up Club Foxhorn. And that's how you become a part of it. I know some people tell me every week that they don't have Facebook and they don't want to be on Facebook, but yeah, that's what's happening. We tried a BB forum. I even tried oh crap, what's that called? It's not Reddit, but I've tried several different things for you guys. So I'm just going to go with going to go with Facebook. It's doing well in other places with like Avada aerials and I'm a part of a lot of groups, and there's a lot of people in those groups. So yeah. So we're gonna do Facebook just so I don't have to deal with all that stuff anymore. I showed. Oh, here's one from Lance. I saw Joe's got some in there, but we already showed a couple of Joe's, so I want to show one from Lance. And here we go. So this is hitting the gap fly through. So there's Lance right there. Is he flying through the? Oh. He's flying through his beach house. Oh. Whoa. Doing a U-turn, banging a U-B, as some people say. Oh. The guy in the blue shirt was inside, and then he was outside. That's a pretty cool video. I don't think I have the guts to fly inside. I'm always worried that I'm going to lose connection inside the house and it's going to try to return to home. And I know people change it to hover, but I also don't want it to. I don't want to fly over water and it lose connection and then it just hover over the water and then land either. Are you going to hit that gap? Oh my gosh. That was a good little gap. I talked to Lance one morning when he was on a live stream. And he had his drone up in the air doing a time lapse of the sunrise or sunset. I'm not sure what direction he's facing. Well, if it was in the morning, it was a sunrise. Probably. All right, so John, this is great advice from Chuck. Filming in D-Log adds a lot of workflow. It's okay to film normal as long as the shots are good and the cuts are well thought out. Everything will be fine for the creator. Yeah, so let's talk about that for a second. So the only reason you need to film in D-Log is if you're planning on color grading later. If you're planning on like bringing the exposure back from like the bright sky, or you fly in shadows and the video that you took is too dark, so you want to bring some of that, you want to bump up the exposure a little bit. D-Log is really for dynamic range. We always call it color grading, but I think for the most part, and you can adjust colors, but I don't know that you get, and that's probably the reason why it's black and like, it's not black and white, but it's very dull, so that you can add the colors where you want to add the colors. But if all you're doing is filming in D-Log and then converting it to a Rec 709, or you're converting it to normal colors and that's all you do, then film in regular Rec 709, because there's no reason to film in log if you're not going to spend 30 minutes color grading your footage. Okay, if every time you make a video you film it in log and then you just put a lookup table on it later, like yeah. So Chuck's bringing up some great points. You can still tweak normal footage. So if the exposure is a little off, you can tweak it. You can't do a lot, like to the extent that you could do with log footage, but most people are not if you're uploading to YouTube, just a flight, the camera's normal mode is good enough at this point. It really is. And then Chuck also said that YouTube is not going to show all that work. So if you get it looking great on your computer, by the time you upload it to YouTube, it's not going to look that amazing. So this is what Lambo says. Ever since Nomad Aerial color grading my 8-bit 8-bit autofocus 4K 60 frames per second in a 24 frame cinematic, I keep trying to get decine. So Jim said easy log with lookup tables, contrast, saturation. Yep. So yeah. So John, if you're struggling with color grading and matching up clips, I'm not sure how Filmora works, but you might not even need to do that if you just go back to normal. And like a lot of drones have they'll have normal, but then they'll have like a vivid or like a sharp, or like there's some color options that you can add to it. Something else that's a really good idea is if you don't fly auto everything, it's a good idea to at least make your color balance correct, because color balance is something that's a little tricky to get right in post. A lot easier than exposure or brightness and contrast or anything like that. Saturation is another thing. Depending on the day that you're flying, if you have a blue sky with green grass, your white balance is going to look completely different than if you have a cloudy sky and you're flying over that construction site. Like whose video did we see tonight? It wasn't Lance's. Oh, it was Gary's video when he was flying over the dirt. Color grading, that's a lot different. A lot of people try to make dirt warm, and it makes it browner, but a lot of times that messes up any of the trees or the grass or the water that's in the scene. So I tend to make my footage cooler more times than I ever make it warm. Sometimes in the fall, I like to warm things up a little bit, but and so if you're not understanding what I'm saying, like warm color is like more on the brown side or yellow side, and then cool color is more on the bluish side. Sometimes you can add blue to something that looks really yellow, and it'll actually bring out the color. Like if you look at the color balance on my live stream right now, like there's blue back here, there's green here, and my skin tone is kind of a brown. And what I've done with this color balance in my studio is that I've made it so that I don't look like a lobster, because I'm Irish and I have red skin. So I've made my color balance in such a way that my skin tones are almost like I have a tan. And then the blue in the background, I adjust the blue on those lights so that it looks really good underneath my Foxhorn logo. So the orange and the blue looks really, really good. But if you look at my color balance, I kind of look the same color as those hills in the background. So, but if you don't want to deal with any of that, your camera can handle all that. All right. So what did I miss? So John says he's staying away from D-Log. I would stay away from D-Log. There's like a D-Log M that's kind of like halfway D-Log that I think a lot of people are starting to use. The other thing that sometimes if you use D-Log, your goggle, I know in the new goggles, they've updated it so that you can see normal color in your goggles, but you can still film at D-Log. But, you know, like there's times when, you know, if you switch to D-Log, then you have a hard time seeing where you're flying because you don't have any contrast in your goggles. So that's another thing. I feel like they've fixed that at this point. So Chuck said he's been locking in white balance at 5,800 Kelvin, but that is a touch warm, so he fixes it in post. As long as you are close and lock white balance, do not use auto white balance. You can't fix it. So yeah, like on a camera that's in your hand, not a drone, but if a camera is in your hand, I mean, you could probably do this with your drone too. A trick that I've used for years is turning on auto everything and then pointing it at something, and like whatever my point of reference is, so like my point of interest for the whole shot, I'll point it at that, click auto everything, and then look to see what the camera did. So the camera will have all of it'll have the white balance, it'll have the shutter, it'll have all these different things that the camera thought was the best for that shot. And if you want to switch to manual, like you can write down all of those, they're not coordinates, but you can write down all of those specifications, and then when you go to manual, lock it in, and then it'll stay there. The problem with drones and not using auto some things, auto white balance I get. Like pick whatever you want to use your white balance, and some people like to stick to that. I've noticed whenever I'm flying into the sun, there's a different color temperature than when I'm flying away from the sun. So I've had videos where I've put it in manual and I've done a flight plan, and my half of my video is good, but I spent 15 minutes trying to color grade the other half of the flight because it was the color balance. It pointing at the sun was so much different than the color balance pointing away from the sun. But like if you're not flying like for a mile and you're focusing on something, it's pretty easy to figure out how that flight can look good. Lobster with a tan. Jim's part Irish and he burns like hell. Nice. All right, so Chuck said that D-Log M, he thinks gets 10-bit color, which 10-bit color is a lot more information than 8-bit color, so that's a good thing. Also add some saturation. Yep. Yeah, so I believe they just added that with the firmware update, right? The Avata 2 has a built-in lookup table for the goggles. So you can fly, and it'll pretty much look like what your in footage is going to look like through the goggles, but the video that's recording to the SD card will have D-Log. That's the other thing, like having a YouTube channel and making videos. I've had it in the past where I had to color grade my goggle footage. And when you color grade your goggle footage, a lot of your telemetry turns out weird. But that's a YouTube, that's a content creator problem. Part Irish, whatever, more like Santa Claus without the beard. Uh-oh. They're going at each other again. All right. Yeah. So you can level set your white balance with a white card, like Chuck said. Something else you can do is if you have something white that you're filming, you can use that as a white reference. But again, like whether the sun's shining on it or it's in the shade, or like you have to kind of level set that as well. But usually you can find something white in your footage, even if it's like the lines on the parking lot. Like if you got some fresh paint, white paint on the parking lot or something like that. All right. So John said the battery life on the Avata 2 is great, and it should be even better. It takes all day to charge those darn things. I use power supply, a charger with a fat cord, up the voltage. I charge my Avata's batteries with my MacBook charger. So my MacBook charges with a USB-C, and I use that to charge everything. I used to have that problem with the Paradanafi batteries. They would take forever to charge, and then I realized that the charger that I was using, like I was using some old Android phone charger, and that was not enough to charge those batteries very fast. All right, so East Coast said, if you want to see some good footage, watch any golf game on CBS. They were doing some great FPV shoots in the Canada Open this weekend. That's cool. That's pretty awesome. I've seen some really good racing footage as well. I wonder what kind of insurance you have to get to fly some of those events, because I could see like the collateral damage. I like the collateral damage around people and fans, but also the collateral damage if you like cause a wreck or something. Man, they'd sue the crap out of you. So Jim said that he uses a 100-watt DJI and charged 3 batteries in about a half hour. All right. So it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I want to make sure that I got everything. Yep, I got everything. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna call it a night. I thought tonight was pretty cool show. We had a lot of chat going on, even though there weren't that many people here tonight. I like to see you guys chatting away, and yeah. I'm gonna make an invite and I'm gonna put it. So I don't know if it's even up yet. Let me see if it's up. It's a work in progress, so that's probably why I haven't shown anybody this yet. Nope. Oh, I'm stupid. Try this again. Oh well, it's not up yet. Kind of confused as to why it's not up. But yeah. I'm gonna call it a night, y'all. Catch y'all in the next video. I'm gonna see if I can get this VR 180 camera to work. Yeah, I might just have some fun this week. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm so distracted right now, and I'm gonna go to bed. So Gary said to hit the like button, so I'd really appreciate that if you'd hit the like button. It's for free, and it would really help me out. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace out, y'all.